Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders Picks here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. I really hope that you guys didn't tail me on a single one yesterday. I actually didn't win a single bet, other than I placed a late night hockey bet that ended up cashing, but all my NBA bets were way off. As you guys remember from yesterday, I had said to, if it loads. Okay, so as of yesterday, I had said that I thought that the Suns were going to win, regardless of if Jaylen Brown was in or not, and by that 3.5. Way off on that. Celtics ended up winning outright without Jaylen Brown by 13, which is a huge margin. On top of that, I think I had the 76ers winning outright because I figured everyone was going to be back, or they were going to at least keep it close. They didn't end up doing that, so ended up losing that bet as well. I said fade Chicago. I was way off on that. They ended up winning by 17. I don't know what the Bulls are trying to do right now. And then I had the Lakers money line as some pretty positive plus odds. So we will go ahead and get into today's 7-game slate. I did really, really bad yesterday. I'm looking to turn that around today. So this first game that we have is Miami versus Atlanta. Miami is a 4.5 point favorite. Miami has been playing very well as of late. I do think that that is a pretty good line. They did lose to Minnesota, but it looks like Tyler Hero is questionable. Iguodala is questionable. So I would wait on Tyler Hero news. He is a pretty big piece to their offense. So I would just wait on that news. I want to take a look at Atlanta too, see if they have anything going on. Oh, Trae Young's out for sure. Clint Capella's questionable. Chris Dunn's out. Tony Snell's out. Gallo's out. Okay, not sure why this line's so close. Yeah, I am probably going to take Miami minus the 5.5. Feel like that's a very safe bet, especially with Atlanta missing almost all of their scoring. I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. Next game is Boston versus Brooklyn. Brooklyn is, at this point, 4.5 point favorites. Is Jaylen Brown still going to be out? So he is questionable. Keep an eye on Jaylen Brown. For Brooklyn, I think Kevin Durant is questionable. James Harden's for sure out. Claxton's for sure out. Chioza's out. So keep an eye on Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant plays, who knows? He could get injured in the first, 2 minutes. But if he does end up playing and he's not on a minutes limit, doesn't get hurt, barring all injury, I do think that Boston will actually probably, or if Kevin Durant is playing, I would probably still take Boston's spread, but I wouldn't really take the money line. If Kevin Durant is ruled out, or with like a 15-10 or like a 15 or 20 minutes limit, I am going to take Boston money line. That'll be good plus odds as well. I think that's a pretty good bet. Next game is Cleveland versus Charlotte. Charlotte is 1 point favorites over a Cleveland Cavaliers team that actually destroyed the Bulls, but no surprise there really. Taurean Prince is out. Dylan Windler's out. Rest up for him. That was I was very shocked by that one. So in both of these actually. So I'm very sorry to hear about all those. Rest up, you guys. But it looks like those are going to be the only two injuries that really matter. And on this side, we don't really know when LaMelo Ball is going to be coming back. There was a rumor a couple days ago that it was going to be within the next week. So we truly just don't know. We always have to keep an eye out on that. But let's just say that he is out for this sake. The Charlotte Hornets are playing at a very good level. Other than losing to Chicago, they beat Portland here. So my gut is telling me to bet Charlotte on this favorite. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to take Cleveland plus the 1.5, or probably just the money line since it is that close. Not really going to think twice about it. They are still a very good team. They're just not really, everything I'm looking for. The next game is Washington versus OKC. Washington is 9-point favorites. Avdi is out. Hachimura is questionable. So keep an eye on Hachimura, but I still think that, yeah, with all these injuries, keep an eye on Lou Dort. Lou Dort might be a pretty key piece, and Poka Poka. If they're both in, plus 10 is really not a bad spread. Plus 10 is definitely a coverable spread. I think I would like that a lot. Plus 10 is pretty good. So keep an eye on that. Make sure that Lou Dort and Poka Poka are playing. If they are, truthfully, go for it. Next is the Clippers versus Houston. Clippers are 10-point favorites. I hate this game. I will not be betting it. Like I have said multiple times, Houston is very, very bad, but at the same time, like, they do have tendencies to keep it close. Do they have anyone out? Looks like Kevin Porter Jr. is out. Still have Eric Gordon out. You know what? I think for this game, I think I am actually going to take the Clippers, because any team that the Houston Rockets play that has any sort of good defense on it, they do end up losing pretty bad. So as long as Paul George plays, which it seems like he's going to, looks like Kawhi Leonard is going to be out, which is fine. Rondo's questionable. So honestly, I probably still won't play it, but if I had to pick a side, I do think I would go with the Clippers minus 10. Next game is Denver and Golden State. We have Denver here as 3-point favorites. Probably rightfully so. Jamal Murray is still out for the rest of the season. Campazzo's been having a really good last couple games as of late. 12-3-5. He's really doing his thing without Jamal Murray. Really being a really good contributor of the offense. I mean, obviously it's nothing compared to what Jamal Murray was doing, but and on this side it looks like Toscano Anderson is questionable Friday. Eric Pascal is out. Damian Lee's out. Obviously, James Wiseman and Clay are out. So, I got to be honest, I am taking Denver here, minus 2.5. The thing is last game, Steph Curry did not have a good game, and he definitely can turn that around tonight, which is a huge possibility. And in his side of things, I really hope that he does turn it back around. I was loving the 30, 40-point games, 50-point games from Steph. He was on an absolute tear. But I am worried that time has run out. He had a really bad game against Washington, who's like the worst defensive team in the league. And then now they're playing a Denver team who does play a little bit more defense. And, it's hard to bounce back off from a really bad game like that. So I am going to take the Denver Nuggets minus the 2.5 on this one. Next game is Memphis versus Portland. Portland is 2.5 or 3-point favorites. Is Dame Dollar back? It looks like, yeah, he's going to be back. Derek Jones is questionable, so keep an eye on him, of course. Memphis, I think Joe Val's out, right? Yeah, so Joe Val is questionable, so keep an eye on him, of course. But this Memphis team is just so deep. Like, they have such a deep roster. Ja Morant is a really good player. Grayson Allen is turning out to be something that I never thought it would have been. I never thought he was going to be a starter on an NBA team and actually play pretty well. Kyle Anderson's a pretty good player. Dylan Brooks is a very good scorer, and then Xavier Tillman's actually a really good rookie. So they do have some upside. They are on a 2-game losing streak, and I'm scared that's going to be the trend. But realistically, this is still a very good Memphis team. I do think I am going to take the spread on this one, the +3 if I can get it. So like on FanDuel, it is the +3. I really like Memphis this year. Now obviously that's probably personal bias, but I really do like Memphis. They are in a very good spot against a Portland team that doesn't really play a whole lot of defense. For whatever reason, Portland's coach hates Yusuf Nurkic, just doesn't play him at all. I know he was dealing with some injuries, but he's been back for a while now. Why not give him the full run? If you give him the full run, he's going to be your centerpiece of your defense, so why not give it a shot? But hey, I'm not the coach. I don't know what's going through his mind, but that is definitely not what I would be doing. So that's pretty much going to do it for me. I'll give you a quick recap of everything. So I really do like Miami tonight if Trae Young is out. As long as Kevin Durant is out around a minutes limit, I do like Boston. I like Boston money line if Kevin Durant is in or is out. If he's in, I do still like that 4.5 point spread. I do think that that is coverable for sure. I'm probably going to be staying away from this one, but I do think if I was to pick a side, I'd go Cleveland. These two spreads, if you guys know my channel, you guys know I don't like the big spreads, so I will not be betting either of those two games. The next game is Denver and Golden State. I like Denver -3 or -2, -2.5, wherever you can get it. And then Memphis here as long as Joe Val is in. So those are going to be my free betting picks as of today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. If you guys did tail me on any of these, drop it down in the comments down below which one you guys tailed me on. I'm feeling pretty confident about these ones, especially after such a bad day yesterday. But I'm ready to start winning again. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, once again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.